Hey guys, it's Kevin from Cadets Toys Comics. We're talking Lorcana. Shimmering Skies is out, we have some new toys, and I've got 5 archetypes to talk about. So the first archetype we're going to talk about is Robin Hood Revive. These are 2 new cards from Shimmering Skies that have gotten a little bit of attention, but no one's really done the deep dive on what the supporting cast is yet. Robin Hood's going to put a lot of cards into your discard pile, and Revive's going to help us get them out. Some other supporting characters such as Mufasa Betrayed Leader or Maui Hero to All that fits right in with the colors and strategy we're going for. Just remember, when you put this deck together, you're going to want to put in some bodyguard and other ways to interact with your discard. So Prince Eric for some extra bodyguard support, Simba for some bodyguard support, and Hades, Lord of the Underworld, to make sure you can keep getting characters out of your discard and into your hand. So second up, we're going back to Bouncetown. I have here Pete, Games Referee. Steel and Amethyst have been a very powerful combination since the beginning of the game, offering a lot of removal and card draw. However, now we have the addition of Pete. What Pete does is he's shutting down actions from the other side of the table, keeping you safe so you can win the game. We want to use our bounce package, so our Madam Mims and our Merlins that we've seen from set 2. New additions from Shimmering Skies are this Pete Games Referee as well as Cogsworth. This is going to allow the deck a huge amount of flexibility going into against aggro decks or control decks. It's going to struggle a little bit with the mid-range decks as everything is going to be slightly bigger than you, but we can overcome that with card draw and overwhelming our opponent with a large number of characters. Keep in mind that Madam Mim Elephant is also going to be something to keep in mind with the bounce package, although we don't have a direct way of exploiting its abilities. But Steel is as strong as it ever was, so get your Steel packages from your previous decks, get your bounce package together, add in a few Petes, and you're ready for your local league. Our third archetype is we're moving into Ruby and Amethyst. This has been a very powerful deck for a long time, but it's been slowly changing as more cards have come out. Specifically this time, Elsa the Fifth Spirit. Elsa is an incredibly powerful card, letting you challenge immediately into evasive characters, but also giving you that opening by exerting one of your opponent's characters. Things like Super Goof and Shere Khan are going to help gaining you lore when you challenge and stop your opponents from trying to win the game. We can still quest, but it's not our primary way of winning. So let's use Isabella Golden Child, who doesn't like when other people quest. So we'll use her as our way of gaining lore when there's no one else around. We're going to challenge, we're going to stop our opponents, maybe even use things like Pinocchio Talkative Puppet to create even more openings, just like Elsa can. I think Elsa really pushes this challenge deck that we've seen a few people play with into the forefront. I think you could really take some people by surprise. Next up, unfortunately, I have to talk Emerald Steel. Those of us that have been traumatized by the Bucky deck are traumatized no more, as Bucky was errated. However, I don't think the deck is going anywhere. Lots of Robin Hoods were printed in Shimmering Skies, and I want everyone to pay attention to everything named Robin Hood, past, present, and future. Robin's bow has been a powerful item, being able to finish off what Steel starts, and with more Robin Hoods means more uses of Robin's bow. We can't have all Robin Hoods, so we need a little bit of supporting cast to spread our damage around so all of these wonderful Robin Hoods can be used. Tinkerbell Giant Fairy out of set 1 has been a staple in this for a long time that I think comes back into the forefront here. And also, Diablo Devoted Herald just isn't going anywhere. That card is still possibly the best card in the game, and this might be the deck to take the most advantage of it. So Bucky players, don't despair. Your deck isn't gone yet, it just looks a little different. We got a bit of a wild one for our last one. Let's look at Marabel. She's already been made extremely popular because she is the set championship promo that everyone's going to be competing for. Thankfully, top 8's going to get one this time. But let's find a way to use her. She's very difficult to play, as she requires 5 characters in play for you to be able to play her. So she's going to go into your Inkwell a lot. Let's exploit that. We can use the Queen Disguised Peddler to take advantage of this. There's lots of cards that have a lot of lore in these colors. For example, Flynn Rider, his own biggest fan, and even Chernabog that we can just activate and discard. There's also the new Sven from Shimmering Skies that readies your character, but they can't do much. But the Disguised Peddler can still discard the card in question. This is going to be an extremely quick, aggressive deck that might even be faster than the already hyper-aggressive deck we've seen in Amber and Amethyst. I'm going to take that one for a spin at the next league. And that's 5 archetypes that Shimmering Skies is bringing to our next league. If you like videos like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Help the channel grow. Make sure if you need any product or cards to make these decks a reality, go to cadetstoys.com. I'm Kevin. We'll see you in the hills.